Hey there, viewers. Growing up, many of us have experienced bouts of coughing, wheezing, and uncomfortable sensations in the chest. These symptoms are very characteristic of chest infections, such as bronchitis and pneumonia. With the development of recent world events, the topic of chest infection treatments has become even more relevant. In today's video, instead of talking about over-the-counter medications and prescriptions, let's focus on home remedies and natural treatments for chest infections. Number 1. Hydration. Let's begin by defining what are chest infections and some of the most common signs and symptoms that may arise as a result. Chest infections, also known as lower respiratory infections, occur when the lower bronchi or lungs become infected and inflamed. These infections are mostly caused by various bacteria and viruses, but fungi and parasites may also lead to inflamed tissues in the lungs. The two most common types of chest infections are bronchitis, meaning the inflammation of the lining of the bronchi, and pneumonia, meaning the inflammation of the lungs. While both of these medical conditions are categorized as chest infections, they each have their specific signs and symptoms. Why do we mention this? Well, to understand how proper hydration helps get rid of the dangerous toxins in the body, we must first quickly go over the physiology of the chest. If we look at the normal anatomy of the chest cavity, we can see the difference between bronchi and our lungs. Simply put, the bronchi are passages that connect our trachea or windpipes to our lungs. They look like the branches of a tree, which is why they are often called bronchial trees. Located at the very ends of the bronchi are smaller bronchioles and finally hundreds of millions of tiny alveoli. The alveoli are responsible for normal gas exchanges in our lungs and distributing oxygen all over our bodies. As we've mentioned, bronchitis occurs when the bronchi become inflamed and swollen. Acute bronchitis is usually caused by viral infections and lasts up to 10 days, while chronic bronchitis is defined as multiple bouts of bronchitis in a year. During acute bronchitis, our bodies try to trap the pathogen in one place and quickly remove it from the body. This process may lead to the production of mucus and sputum, which is why bronchitis is characterized by phlegm and heavy coughs. One of the most common and leading natural remedies for bronchitis is proper hydration, and here's why. Drinking fluids will not only restore the lost moisture from fever and sweating, but it will also reduce the thickness of the mucus produced by the inflammation. In other words, fluids will help loosen the mucus and help you cough out the infection faster. That is why many recommend drinking 8 to 12 glasses of water or clear fluids in a day. Number 2. Caffeine. While we are on the topic of fluids, let's see why drinking caffeine is also one of the most popular chest infection home remedies for coughing. According to studies, coffee and caffeine-filled drinks may help reduce congestion in the lungs and feelings of tightness. As caffeine has slight bronchodilator properties, it can help open up congested lungs and ease shortness of breath. Clinical studies have shown how caffeine can actually improve lung function for a few hours after intake. But as it's a weak bronchodilator, its effects subside fairly quickly. Who knew our morning coffee could help alleviate chest infection symptoms? Even though having coffee as a natural remedy against chest infection sounds like an absolute dream for most of us, it's important to remember the safe amount of coffee that can be consumed in a day. For adults, up to 400 milligrams of caffeine or around 4 to 5 cups of coffee is safe to drink every day. Excess caffeine intake may lead to headaches, insomnia, anxiety, or heart palpitations. Number 3. Garlic. Up next, let's talk about how garlic can be a natural remedy for lung infections and why this plant is considered to be one of the treatments for chest infections. As with most natural spices and herbs, garlic has its specific properties and antibacterial functions. According to numerous studies conducted on the superfood, garlic can actually help kill bacteria before they make their way to the lungs. But how can one seasoning be so powerful? Well, the answer is actually in a component that can be found in raw garlic. Allicin is a chemical compound that is produced by raw garlic bulbs. Allicin has incredible protective functions as it inhibits the growth of bacteria and helps our internal tissues fight off dangerous pathogens. Allicin and garlic have been found to be especially beneficial for patients suffering from cystic fibrosis who have trouble producing normal mucus and sweat. But that's not all, because as shared by doctors and scientists, the compound allicin has the potential to be combined with existing antibiotics to help defeat lung infections quicker and more effectively. Number 4. Turmeric. Speaking of mucus production, there is another natural treatment for chest infections that has been utilized for decades on end. Turmeric is another popular spice that is adored by millions across the globe. But did you know that turmeric can actually help dissolve heavy mucus? The yellow spice is mostly made up of the active compound curcumin. For many years, scientists and health experts have observed the way curcumin works on our bodies. This active compound has both anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties that can fight off unnecessary free radicals found in our cells and tissues. By stopping the cellular storm created by a viral infection, curcumin has proved to be a very interesting and powerful compound. Here is how many have used turmeric and curcumin as an at-home remedy for chest infection. Positive effects have been reported when a pinch of turmeric is added to hot boiled water and gargled for 1 to 2 minutes. Number 5. Ginger. If turmeric isn't really your cup of tea, then let us introduce the amazing benefits of using ginger as a natural home remedy for viral or bacterial infection. Also known as the medical herb, ginger is definitely a superstar in terms of natural treatments. Studies have shown how ginger acts as a natural decongestant, helping relieve uncomfortable chest infection symptoms such as coughing, sneezing, and shortness of breath. By aiding the clearance of mucus and phlegm, ginger helps your body get rid of dangerous pathogens faster. And here's how a typical ginger-infused drink is made. Depending on one's preference, 1, 2, or 3 teaspoons of dried ginger powder can be added to a hot tea and honey mix. While ginger may taste bitter to some, adding honey can balance out the bitterness of the warm drink. Number 6. Steam therapy. If you have ever felt better after having a hot shower when sick, then it may not be a coincidence. Steam therapy has been a leading natural treatment for numerous infections. Performed mostly in the comfort of one's home, here is why steam and moisture therapies are favored by so many. Hot water and steam help warm up and add moisture to the air. Adding this warmth helps clear sinuses, loosen mucus in the airways, and improves breathing. But that's not all. Along with relaxing airway muscles, steam and moisture can also dilate blood vessels and reduce inflammation. All of these properties can alleviate certain symptoms such as shortness of breath, fatigue, soreness, and coughing. When it comes to steam therapy, this natural remedy can be used to help medical conditions such as the common cold, flu, nasal allergies, and of course, chest infections. So now for the main question on our minds: how can we safely perform steam therapy? For at-home steam therapy, all you will need is a heat-resistant bowl, a flat surface, and boiling water. You can even add essential oils as an extra step. Begin by boiling the water and pouring it in a heat-resistant bowl or a large pot. Make sure the bowl is placed on a flat surface so as not to spill any boiling water. Add 2 to 3 drops of your favorite essential oils and lean over the hot bowl. For optimal results, cover the back of your head with a towel to concentrate the steam around your face and air passages. Inhale deeply for 10 to 15 minutes and let the steam and moisture be absorbed by your body. Number 7. Honey. And last but not least, let's discuss how sweet honey can act as a great antimicrobial fighting machine. It's no secret that honey is one of the oldest fluids in foods. Along with being a delicious additive to teas, coffees, and desserts, honey has demonstrated incredible health benefits. Research has shown that honey can be used as a natural remedy for chest infections, more specifically to relieve uncomfortable symptoms like a sore throat or an acute cough. Honey forms a cooling film around the throat, which can feel very comforting and relaxing after experiencing bouts of coughing. Its antiviral and antibacterial properties also shorten the duration of symptoms, not to mention how the vitamin C present in honey is rich in antioxidants. 1 to 2 teaspoons of honey can be added to warm drinks like warm teas or diluted in water. Honey can also be mixed with orange juice and a slice of lemon for that ultimate vitamin C experience. With so many honey recipes available online, there is a honey-based drink or food that can suit anyone's preference and chest infection symptoms. Were you familiar with all these natural treatments for chest infections? Will you be trying some of these helpful tips and tricks? Let us know in the comments below. Here are 2 more videos you might find interesting. Feel free to choose the one you like. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share the video with your friends. And for more interesting videos on health, subscribe to the channel.